Hello, my name is Joseph Dusabe. I am a K Plus student. Working on my CFA projects, I am going to talk about how I created my professional portfolio. So, I've been working on different other deliverables, but since I'm now done, I am going to explain and reflect on how I created my professional portfolio. I am going to do that by trying to answer some reflection questions, and I am going to provide the information, detailed information, how I created my professional portfolio. So the first question that I'm going to talk about, reflect on, is how did you create your professional portfolio? First of all, I was so lucky that I have been using LinkedIn as a social media for 2 years next week. And so the third question is, which components felt the most and least challenging to create it and why? So the feature or the component that seemed to be more challenging to me was when I was creating my professional portfolio. Really, it was not easy when I was at Akilanet, when I was trying to ask Jimmy about different questions. I was actually having 10 questions to ask, but he did not give me a long time to discuss with him about that. So I was only having 15 minutes. Or it is not really easy for people to trust someone so that you can accept immediately to meet with him. So maybe that's one of the reasons why he was very suspicious with my appointment. So this is one of the things that I can say which can make it difficult for people to connect. And another thing I would like to say, people nowadays are really busy. They have a lot of things to do. So it is not easy to connect, to make connections, to build a network with people, because people are busy on themselves, handling different tasks and dealing with their professional activities as well as their personal issues. So it is not really easy for people to connect, to build like a LinkedIn network. So it is pretty difficult because people are having a lot of tasks to deal with in a short time. The other question is, what was comfortable or uncomfortable about your experience? What might we do differently next time when you reach out to make professional connections? Something which seemed to be uncomfortable with me when I was during my experience about creating the professional portfolio was the fact that I was trying to ask someone who was not directly working in the hospitality industry, even though it's someone who is strongly connected to that, because they are training people, and then after training them, they distribute them. They try to give them different employers, specifically employers who are working in the hospitality industry. So, Jimmy and Akilanet in general are really strongly connected to hospitality industry, but they are not working in the industry itself. So it was somehow uncomfortable to me to ask someone who is not directly working in the industry where I am interested in. Next time, I would like to approach someone who is directly working in that industry. For instance, I will try to approach different hotel managers and directors as well, because I will I will trust 100% the information that they will give me, rather than talking to someone aside who is not working in that industry. And then the last question I would like to reflect on is, what are you most proud of in your portfolio, and why? Something that I'm really proud of is the way I tried to professionally approach fellow professionals. I tried to come up with really good questions that helped me to get the information I needed. Actually, I am having an interview next week with Marriott Hotel. So, all the questions that I asked, well, the answers I received gave me the overview, the global information about the hotel. And, you know, when you're going to have an interview with a hiring manager, something like having the information about the job or the company that you're going to work for is something that will persuade him that you really know where you're going and what you're going to do. So I have that information now. So I got the information about Marriott Hotel, as well as the hints that help me to research on the internet and get more details about Marriott Hotel. So I have learned enough about that hotel. So next week I will go to the interview when I know each and everything about the hotel. And I'm really proud that I will pass the interview, because I'm confident enough to convince the hiring manager. So working on this project, building a professional portfolio, which is under this goal, Establish a Professional Presence. It was really a fantastic experience. It's a very good one. This is because it helped me to increase to boost my LinkedIn network. In addition to that, it helped me to know how to do some other professional works, like writing a cover letter, like writing a resume, and also trying to meet different people in a professional way, setting an appointment, trying to ask good questions, relevant questions to what you are looking for. Last but not least, I would say that while working on this project, one of the great experiences and the benefits that I got was to receive a bunch of information about Marriott Hotel, where I'm having a job interview the next week. So all of that have really improved my professional values and ethics. And I think in the future it will help me to act more professionally with myself, my colleagues at work, and in all of the angles of my life. I want to become a professional person, and I think this project and this experience I've got while working on this project will help me to become that person I want to be. Thank you so much for watching me, and so thank you so much. I'm Joseph Dusabe, a K+ student. Bye.